Designing PractiCAM materials. PractiCAM allows you to design a completely limitless number of materials directly within the system so that you can coincide the proper material while working on a takeoff. If you would like to adjust materials, add or delete them, you will do it by going over to my libraries, coming down to materials, and just clicking on the word materials. That will launch you into your materials section. Now there are two parts to this materials section. First is metals, and the second is our insulation. Our insulation contains 4 quadrants: acoustic liner materials, where we design our list of materials, our wrap materials, our sheet stock for acoustic liners, and our coil stock for acoustic liners. You'll notice that all the appropriate icons highlight that go with the appropriate section, and these are for metals, so they're shaded out. When I click on metals, these icons will highlight and these will be shaded out. Now inside our metal materials section we have 4 quadrants as well: metal materials, sheet stock, coil stock, and metal gauges. Each of these have their appropriate place where they will show inside your takeoff when you're working on them. For example, metal materials, we will notice the choices here go from galvanized 60 all the way down to regular galvanized. If we exit out of this field and look inside our takeoff field, under materials you will see that list that goes from galvanized 60 all the way from galvanized regular. The next section would be your gauges. You'll notice that your gauges are running from 30 all the way down to 10. Gauges are being pulled from our gauges section. Right here under our gauges section you see we have the same choices in our takeoff field: 30 all the way to 10. This is where PractiCAM will pull them from. Then you have your sheet stock and your coil stock. Depending on the number or different varieties of names you have will depend on the number of choices you see in your sheet stock or metal stock. For example, under sheet stock here we see we only have sheet and coil. If we go to our takeoff screen and look under metal stock name, you will see we have those two choices underneath metal stock: coil and sheet. This section helps you develop an understanding of where the choices come from when you're inside PractiCAM's takeoff field. All of your material tables will be designed here, and then those choices will appear while you're working on any given job.